Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's
let
going
me
to
get
swing
this
on
right.
Jim. He's a complicated fellow.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, streaming exclusively on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
We're learning a lot about each other.
Honestly, the maddest I got yesterday was when Andrew Vaughn hit a home run because, God, that guy is so bad at baseball. And here's the other part.
Breaking ball. Hit high. Hit deep. Left center. Bye-bye baseball. The legend of Andrew Vaughn keeps growing. A grand slam.
Look, Matt, he sucks. If you want to ride on Dyer that, like, you can, but...
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
The YouTube-only version of Jim, Matt, and Molly, so you can stream us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. I don't know what in God's name Matt Hamilton's camera is looking at, because all I see is the back of Riley Yauch's head in the Jackson Churio jersey.
Matt Hamilton is here?
But why is he invisible?
Well, because the cameras doesn't realize that he's here yet. But once it does, you'll all be able to see Matt Hamilton is in the Everlight Solar Studio, unbeknownst to everyone.
I thought you were just going to do like a grand reveal.
Skin of mine, you know?
Is
super
transparent. He's Matt Hamilton. I'm Jim Rutledge alongside Molly Brown. Primetime oil shine behind the glass in the Everlight Solar Studio. We are presented by Coors Light. If the mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's crush a Coors Light.
Whoa, hello, Ryan.
Like the Brewers got crushed by the Chicago Cubs today. So I am happy to do the
About
show.
damn time.
I would like to point out Andrew Vaughn
One for four.
hit the home runs off the same player who's probably going to be DFA'd for the Cubs back-to-back days on the exact same pitch.
Hey, a hit is a hit, is it not?
It's good. It's here's what I'll say for sure. Him knowing the pitch the guy's throwing, so that there's belief before Vaughn did this that Presley, the reliever for the Cubs, is tipping his pitches. So Vaughn sitting on a pitch, crushing a pitch from the same pitcher, still speaks to him being a smart baseball player, but it doesn't speak to him having long-term success. Like he was, I believe, in the Marlins series, he was like 1 for 12. And
Marlins just got good pitchers, I guess.
But then outside
of
Presley, I don't think he did well either.
He got a hit off Imanaka today. He had a line drive into center
Okay,
field.
so what? Like outside of Presley, he was probably batting like 220.
Yeah, outside of the 2 home runs,
Right,
including
but
a grand slam he hit.
it is worth
He also
noting,
had 6 RBIs yesterday.
4 of them off of one swing off
Well,
the
he
guy
had another
hit
hit
off
off somebody to get 2 RBIs.
Look, I am happy that Mark Antanasio is going to sell Brewer fans Andrew Vaughn as their big trade deadline pickup.
He's not a big trade deadline pickup. He is the trade deadline
So,
pickup,
like,
Jim.
I am thrilled.
He
that
is Barry Bonds.
I'm thrilled that you are guzzling down the blue and gold or blue and yellow Kool-Aid that Mark Antanasio is jamming down your throat, telling you that Andrew Vaughn is the guy. So, look, I'm happy because all reports say the Brewers are done. They got their Cubs fan catcher.
They got Danny.
Jansen, right?
Yeah.
From Tampa.
Yep, went to Appleton West.
He was from the Tampa Bay Rays.
Yes,
Most recently
yes,
played for
yeah,
them, yes.
from Tampa. I believe he's probably in the. He might. I don't
He's
know
from Elmhurst, Illinois, though.
Yeah,
is
well,
where the Cubs connection
Yeah, and his
comes from.
family grew up as Cubs fans. They asked him about being you grew up in Wisconsin. He grew up partially in Wisconsin.
Right.
They asked him about
so
it.
they're baiting him into tell me how you're a lifelong
And he's
Brewer
like,
fan.
you're not going to want to hear this.
Yeah.
But I grew up a Cubs fan because my parents are Cubs fans.
Appleton West High School.
Yeah, so
Represent.
Representing the Cubs,
The
apparently.
Terrors.
The Terrors, yeah, indeed. The Terrors.
But
Oh.
all kidding aside,
Their mascot.
it
Oh, is
really
it a
does
ghost?
speak to.
I don't know what a terror is.
It's actually a dog. I think it was a terrier is what their mascot is. It's a terrier.
That is confusing.
They had to change it to that because I think what it was before was, IPT. So they had to change
Shocked.
it. Yeah,
I
well,
was going to say, because they've been the Terrors for a long time, because
Yes.
my siblings went there for a little bit until
Ever
we moved.
since Willem Dafoe was there at the very least. It's Willem Dafoe's high school too, guys.
Nice.
What? Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
It is. Maybe the Brewers can pick him up at the deadline. Honestly,
Defoe?
Willem Dafoe,
It's scarce. Look,
Played
he
an
could-
act- he's played
he
a
could
baseball player.
He's the only person I can think of out there that can match the look of Andrew Vaughn. I did see something funny on social where some parent was talking about they saw the photo of Andrew Vaughn, their kid did, and they're like, why is he trying to look so scary? So Andrew Vaughn still looks like he's related to Skeletor.
He does look like an extra in the movie Nosferatu.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
that's-
he
yeah.
could have been in there with Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, so
that's a
there
good
you
connection.
go. Good Nosferatu reference as well.
Thank
My
you.
wife hated that movie.
Sick references, bro.
Never seen it.
Don't.
Shocker.
It's a lot, and it's slow,
Okay.
and in black and white.
It's kind of like
I'm
Cubs
out.
baseball.
Sounds like that was.
I don't understand the reference at all.
It's boring and slow.
They won 10-3 today. Like it was a better reference
10 to
make
3
the-
today. 9 to 3 yesterday. The Brewers won.
So this is what I wanted
Day
to get
before,
to
it was
for the
8-4.
baseball side of things here is that, rightfully so, Brewer fans extremely excited, Cubs fans annoyed, and if the Cubs had lost this series, they would have been 3 games back and down a whole game in the series. Instead, they're only 1 game back. The series is tied for the year. I believe the Cubs have the run differential difference in it, which doesn't matter at all, but. It's just
But I have to mention it as a
but
Cub fan.
it
Take that
does
for data.
speak to how equal these teams are. And then the Cubs have 5 games left in the series against the Brewers, and it's all at Wrigley Field. So, and that's in a couple of weeks. So it really does speak to both these teams. We had David Kaplan on yesterday, and you can stream that on the ESPN Wisconsin app. He said that both these teams are World Series caliber, but he did ask the question about Mark Antanasio, if not now, then when, as far as making a trade and going for it. And that's a very good question. And maybe we can
Jeff
get,
Passan answered that question today, by the way.
What did he have
on
to say?
ESPN.com.
And what did he have to say?
Said the Brewers will not be doing
Oh.
anything unless value falls into their lap.
Great. So congratulations on that, Brewer fans. But my point, like the question I want to ask is that, like,
Value.
that is kind of what I wanted to get here until Ryan just threw me off, was about the Mark Antanasio side of things. That, like, if you believe the Brewers are World Series contenders, then, like, aren't you going to be upset
You should be very upset.
that if they don't do anything of note?
Yeah. Yeah, probably. I mean, especially you dropped this stat on me in the break here that the last time a team didn't do anything at the trade deadline and won the World Series was 2008.
2009 Yankees, which I would
2009
imagine their
Yankees.
payroll is pretty, like, that team was probably pretty loaded to begin with.
Yeah. So statistically, not making moves means you're not really going to go anywhere. And that is, like, I guess Kat makes a good point when he says, if not now, when? Like, this team isn't going to look the same next year. Like,
Well, and that's what he was saying is that, and you as an athlete here can talk about this, that tomorrow's not promised in life, but as a team, there's no guarantee that next year's Brewers team will be as good. Mm-hmm. Every team, every game in the NFL we always talk about is its own little capsule in time. Every season is clearly in sports their own capsule in time. That you might be able to make a case, and probably a strong one, that your team that finished 4th in the Olympics might have been better overall at your craft than you were when you won the Olympics, but you might have been hot at the right time or played the right teams. Or, I mean, I'm not saying that team wasn't great, but I'm saying that, like, 4 years later, you're probably better at it because you guys were all still in your athletic prime.
Yeah.
But things just didn't go your way. So you don't even necessarily have to be the best to get it. So when you have the chance to win something, you want to kind of go and seize it.
100%. Like, and honestly, I don't think you're entirely wrong. I think there's a very good argument that our 2022 team that got 4th was more talented than our 2018 team. And then, yeah, like we were saying earlier, the next step isn't guaranteed. The next season, like, we had a teammate retire from curling this summer. One of our 5-man team, one of our guys said he didn't have the juice for it anymore. And, you know, we didn't expect that going into the season. We kind of banked on having a 5-man team going in. And, I mean, mad respect for recognizing it and hanging it up when you do. But, like I said, there's no guarantee. Like, and obviously going to another Olympics, it's not guaranteed for me. This last year was the first time since 2015 that I didn't win a U.S. national championship. The team that we've been competing with, who I want to just blow off the ice every time we play, finally broke through and took us out of the tournament. Took us out of nationals. So now we got to face them in Olympic trials eventually, and we'll see how it goes. But nothing's guaranteed in sports. So when you have an opportunity, if you don't seize it, you're gonna be playing the what if game for the rest of your life. What if we did take that chance?
Right. Yeah, totally. Ryan, I'm curious what your opinion is, because I know I say this all the time, but like, of this panel, you're probably the biggest and most dialed in Brewers fan that we have here. Okay, Matt, you are.
Matt, where's the Brewers gear today? What are we doing?
I was wearing it all weekend.
Where are you now?
Huh?
Which gear?
Oh,
Which game were you watching?
The Cubs.
You were sending us
obviously.
shirtless pics all weekend, so let's not even pretend like you were wearing clothes this
He also
weekend.
clearly thinks Monday, Tuesday were the weekend right
Yes,
now.
he
The way
does.
he's
Honestly,
talking.
it's
Monday
100%.
today, as far as I'm concerned.
He does, for sure. But Ryan,
you,
I mean, for you, two questions. Do you actually, I know we've heard it from multiple different people saying that the Brewers are so close to being a World Series contender. One, do you actually believe that? And two, if you do believe that, are you mad that they didn't do more?
So, first, are they close to being a World Series contender? Yes. I mean, I think they're close, but I don't think they are.
Do
Because
you feel like this is the closest that they've been?
I think what they actually ended up catching fire in 2018 and maybe even the year after, 2019, I felt like they could have been closer to actual World Series contenders because they had the bats. This year, outside of Andrew Vaughn and him being on the absolute hot streak, like William Contreras comes out, hits 2 home runs today, but like those were his 6th and 7th home runs of the year, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was going to say
Like-
Danny Jansen coming in at 11.
And he's at 11 and he hits like 201 on the season for his batting average, right? Like they have a lot of guys like they call themselves the Outlet of Misfit Toys, and they're kind of like guys who are just stringing it together, and they're playing incredible, and they're aggressive and they're fun to watch. Do I think that that's a style of baseball that can win a World Series in today's day and age? Not really, not when the Dodgers are out there or the Yankees, like Jim said. So am I mad that they're not going to do more to get there? It's definitely upsetting because I think Andrew Vaughn's been a great story for them right now, but do I think that story lasts into September, October? I can't believe that until it happens,
Right.
and I'm not going to assume it's going to happen. So I think they have the starting rotation. This is the best Brewers starting rotation of my life, hands down. It's not even a question. Now, the fact that they aren't willing to go and just get a bat or two, Mark Attanasio, Matt Arnold, he said everything's on the table. I think Matt Arnold, the table he's given is like a coffee table because if all that's on the table is
An end table?
no disrespect to Danny Jansen, but if that's all it's going to end up being, that's not enough. That's
Probably
a cup of
looks
coffee.
like my end table next to my bed is just covered in crap. There's no room for a bat.
Exactly.
Well, and if you're, as a Brewers fan, if you're a Brewers fan out there, like adding Suarez could cover a lot of warts.
And it just adds that one little bit that's what's going to get them over the hump. They just need that one thing to get them over the
And
hump.
that goes back to what Cap was talking about. If not now, then when? Because if you have the pitching and your bullpen is on fire and you have depth, so like if Quintana or someone else either falters, you have pitching that you can stretch out, bring up from the minor leagues. Lots of different. You have a little bit of depth there as well. That if you had to give up, I mean, what is it? Would you give up a top 10 prospect for Suarez?
Probably not even. I saw a trade comp for it. It was when the Starlin Marte situation, I think with the Diamondbacks back in the day. The trade was they got Jesus Luzardo, who at the time was a young, rising, controllable pitcher, a guy who is currently, I think, in the MLB. But the Brewers have Chad Patrick. They have Logan Henry. They have multiple guys like that who aren't necessarily prospects anymore. But in this current starting rotation, they might be the 7th, 6th guy at best.
I've heard, or I haven't heard, I've read like Durbin's name floated at one point.
I guess if they want a third baseman back just to fill the
So
hole.
like Durbin and Patrick.
That's a lot. I mean, that's a lot to give up for a guy who would be a rental at the end of the day. But if you think that this is the year to capitalize, that's what you do.
And maybe we can, and I should ask for this ahead of time, but Cap talked about, he shared a trade with the Mets that happened for Mike Piazza. The Mike Piazza was traded to the Marlins first, and then went from the Dodgers to the Marlins, and the Marlins kind of held him for 2 weeks and then traded him to the Mets. But he said that he went into the showers, like thinking he was going to be traded to the Cubs because he was told, hey, you're going to get traded to the Cubs. We have a trade in place. While he was showering, the manager comes in and goes, actually, get out of the shower. We got to talk to you. You're going to go to the Mets. But the issue
can't wait.
Right. Well, I mean, it can't at that. I mean, you want to keep the player aware of it or see if there's going to be any major issues or anything. So, because it's a deadline.
Right. And
the Cubs were offered. So basically, the Mets chimed in and said, hey, we're going to trade this guy. We're going to add this extra prospect. Cap, basically, long story short, that prospect did nothing in the major leagues. But like at that point, hey, it's a high-level prospect. The Marlins went back to the Cubs to give us player X. Player X, I can't remember the name, but regardless, like never played an inning in Major League Baseball. And so the point was, and that's how he came to, if not now, then when, of the two players that tipped the scales to Piazza going to the Mets instead of the Cubs, and I believe that was the That might have been the Bartman year. Then you could have had Piazza. Like that tipped it. It was definitely a playoff year for the Cubs, but that could have tipped the Cubs going to the World Series earlier. And the guy they didn't want to give up never played a major league inning, not even for the Cubs, for anyone. So these prospects are prospects. So is it really like it's not a lot to give up if you had to give up Durbin, who I guess Ryan's probably the only one that knows here. I don't think he's viewed as a premier prospect. I think ideally
5'8"?
he's like a utility player.
Caleb Durbin?
Yeah.
He is not a premier prospect.
He's just please.
He was thrown in as like.
What?
He's Matt's guy.
He's
What are you
five-
talking
He's
about?
He's 5'8". Today there was a ball hit to third that I think most third basemen make the throw and throw the guy out at first, and he just
What, he
doesn't have
couldn't
the-
jump high enough?
Didn't have the arm for it. Like he fielded it, but when you're 5'8", like you probably don't have a cannon for an arm either.
The Brewers acquired Durbin through the Devin Williams trade with the Yankees as like just the final piece, basically, like just to get it over, like maybe even like logistics of how many pieces need to be traded.
Okay, fine. Here's my half-eaten sandwich. Let's call this a done deal.
I mean, maybe not a half-eaten
Well,
sandwich per se. That's maybe a little bit.
He's not a
much.
high-end prospect because this is probably who he's going to be forever.
He, at very best in his career, he will be like a solid backup or a solid like utility platoon guy for any good team. Which, I mean, he's playing well this year. He's been hot in the month of July. But once again, similar to the Andrew Vaughn thing, and as much as Jim wants to remind us, I'm nervous as well that that's not going to be able to hold up throughout the
You know what some of these,
entire
whether it's
playoffs.
Durbin or Vaughn, you know what it reminds me a little bit of? And I think this player actually had a better run. It was Keston Hero.
Keston Hero was hot for a minute there. Brewer fans were
What
unwilling
year
to
was
give him
that?
up. Oh, 202019.
That feels like I
does.
remember doing Sports Centers saying his name like at our old office down by the Capitol. So I'm like, this has to be when I was like in college. So it's crazy that it was that long ago.
Yeah.
Jimmy, you like this for Caleb Durbin? His WAR, 2.2.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
What's Andrew Vaughn's WAR?
A million.
A million.
Take that for data.
Andrew Vaughn's current WAR stats for the Brewers:
Thanks for telling us your Google search.
Yeah.
0.7.
That's it?
0.7 in like 3 weeks is actually pretty high, though.
That's good.
Yeah, because I mean, good for like a full season is like 3. So if he's done that in just a short amount of time. Speaking of short amount of
I
time,
mean, he's only had 61. Yes, what is this? 61.
speaking of a short amount of
go ahead.
time, we'll be going on the air in just about a minute here. So if you're on the ESPN Madison
Where are you
YouTube
pulling your
channel-
numbers from? Because I just pulled up Fangraphs.
ESPN.
So I don't know. Fangraphs has Caleb Durbin at a
55 seconds.
1.6 WAR so far this year. So I was just kind of curious. I would imagine Fangraphs is updated at Jackson Churios at a 2.8, Sal Frelick at a 2.7. But regardless, 1.6 is still good. It's still going to break out. We can look it up because we got to get the break here. They have him at 306 plate appearances. And so that would be
For
how updated,
Durbin?
how updated the stats are on Fangraphs.
So we have about 45 seconds now.
Well,
we'll
we're
be
going to
hitting your
break off to
commercial
the
break.
show.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
we're
we just
coming
wanna-
back after
we're
the
on
break.
YouTube. We're just getting in the
We're on
weeds here. Yeah.
YouTube. We're just hanging out.
But anyways, the most interesting part right now out of this whole series is because the Cubs won, the series is tied 4-4. There are 5 games left. They're all at Wrigley Field. Those 5 games are going to be, and it's only a few weeks later, but it's like 3 weeks from now, and there's probably 3 weeks or 2 weeks in the season afterwards. Like that's as close as you're going to get to true, meaningful baseball in the regular season. Is those 5 games at Wrigley.
About damn time. 100-some games in. I don't even know how many games
but
we're in.
But as a Cubs fan, that the majority of the games have been played at AmFam Field, Wrigley North, as most of us know it. The fact that it's 4-4 is pretty good. I'll take that. I'll take that because now we got 5 games to.
Jim, don't even
separate
pretend like
that.
you came into the office today saying, I don't care about this game. I don't care about today's game at all.
I
It
don't-
doesn't
Raisins
matter.
in the trail mix.
Exactly.
It is.
He said it.
It is a raising
And
the trail
now
mix.
it matters because they won 10-3 or whatever the hell the final
I said
score
I like
was.
the position we're in going into the games that matter. In a couple of weeks, those games will matter. I said I like the position the Cubs are in now. When the games come up in a few
Back
weeks.
one game, down a game on the Brewers.
Yeah,
even
but-
in the series.
Yeah, they control their own destiny.
Sure.
Go sweep the Brewers and.
A 5-game series, you ain't sweeping the Brewers.
Sweep, sweep, sweep,
Yeah,
sweep,
you're
sweep,
right. Did you figure out the WAR?
Oh yeah, it was fewer at bats.
He looked at you like, what are you talking about, the war? World War II?
Yeah, you were really out there on that. All right, so we need to take a break then and get to the air.
It depends on how long Lane Grino wants to continue talking right
Shut
now.
up,
I
Lane.
got my ear on him, so we'll see.
I want to get to the game now, but the fun thing is that there will be meaningful baseball played between these two teams in the
Near future.
Yeah, in August. Matt, Molly, and I are trying to figure out how to get ourselves down to Chicago for that.
Are we trying to go to the game too?
There's a bar.
me in.
There is a bar in Chicago that apparently something Northwoods. It's in near Wrigleyville. Tarek Salah's jersey's in it. It's like a Wisconsin
So
bar.
random.
Oh, that's fun.
So like that'd be the place we'd want to be at and everything. Like
I think so.
yeah. I
Do you think
it'd
it'd be
good.
more of like a Brewer bar too, or just like is it a Badger bar?
I mean, I think it would be split depending on where the exact location of it is.
Do we call it AmFam South?
You will not. Even my brother at the game.
You
he,
will
like,
not, Molly.
the
Will's
first-
Northwoods in? Is that right?
The first game we were at, my brother's even like, it's like 53-47 Cubs fans, Brewers fans. Like at the first game, I would imagine it got. Today, apparently, Jesse Nelson and plenty of people said today was heavy Cubs.
Yeah.
So through the gate, it probably still tipped over, just not what it used to be.
Highest attendance this season so far.
Yep.
The Brewers by 50.
Yeah, well, you're welcome.
Yeah. Thanks, Cub fans. Thanks for the money.
This is like this place is like a Packer bar too.
I mean, it was a Wisconsin.
Interesting.
I figured it was like a Wisconsin bar.
It's on like Racine Street or something.
You should
in
recap
Chicago.
it on the other
Racine
side.
Avenue.
We'll be coming out of the commercial break in about 2 minutes
All
coming
right.
up here.
So now you want me to go to break?
So now we go to break.
All right, so now we're going to be on the radio, and we'll stay on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. This is Jim Matt and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
Hard Rock shirt, plus free play to kickstart a winning streak. Whether you're spinning the slots or playing the tables, you'll be dressed for success. Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Let's Hard Rock. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
Hold your friends close and your rivals closer on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Okay, great idea. Ryan, you're going to be all in on this. Chrissy, you too, right? We have a steak cook-off, and then us three get to decide who was the better steak maker.
Matt can make the meal, I can make the drink, so it's a bartender more than anything else.
Okay.
I'm in for that.
There you
Make
go.
me a sick mocktail.
Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Weekdays 4 to 6 on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Live the high life and get into the nitty-gritty, home of the award-winning Gritty Burger and Madison's official birthday place. Enjoy a full menu including sandwiches, specialty burgers, wraps, salads, and weekend brunch. With a family-friendly environment, it's a great place to watch the big game. Plus, they've got Miller High Life Power Hour specials daily. Located in downtown Madison, Middleton, and Sun Prairie. The nitty-gritty, a tradition since 1968. Also enjoy high life at Bar Coralini, Paradise Lounge, and Jordan's Big Ten Pub.
Hey, Matt Hamilton here to tell you about the delicious Odyssey Brands, a family-owned company crafting award-winning cheese right here in Wisconsin for over 4 generations. Made with locally sourced milk, Odyssey brings bold, Greek-style flavors straight to your table. From savory, crumbly feta to rich and creamy Greek yogurt, every bite is a taste of tradition and quality. You can find Odyssey products at most major retailers nationwide and online. Odyssey, crafted in Wisconsin, loved everywhere, dairy done right.
Oh, no.
Ah, that's the sound of someone who's misplaced
My debit card.
their debit card.
Where'd I leave that thing?
Not at the gas pump, or the checkout counter, or the roof of your car. Now, if he has the Chase mobile app, he can use Card Lock.
Wait, I could just lock my card.
Yep, just a few tippy taps on his phone, and that sound? That's peace of mind from Chase.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC. Adam Schefter here for Vivid Seats, your ultimate destination for all your sports and concert needs this summer. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every home run and thrilling comeback in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Visit vividseats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
When you're in the right place at the right time, things get done. The important things, like knowing what you need and how it all works. Talking truck. Fixing it right the first time. At Zimbrick Chevrolet, our people get it done right and now. That's how you know you're in the right place at the right time. And you'll never overpay at Zimbrick Chevrolet.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments, Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus Audio Network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
I'm John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. We've been at the heart of many magical moments, from engagements to weddings to sweet 16s. It warms my heart to be a part of these moments for 40 years with people I consider family. With the highest standards and an eye for classic beauty, enjoy a warm boutique setting at Goodman's Jewelers, where integrity shines in every gem. At 220 State Street, Goodman's Jewelers, the Diamond Store, Madison, since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
If you're considering solar energy, Sweet Metal Roofing and solar panels go hand in hand.
Solar panels install effortlessly over metal, and it enhances the efficiency of your solar energy.
Before you go solar,
install a Sweet Metal roof.
I'm Mike.
And Mary Sweta. Enjoy the long-lasting architectural strength and beauty of a Sweta Metal roof.
SWITA metalroofing.com.
Sweta Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's gonna swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow. Oh.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other. Here we are, best friends. We're probably going to go boating this summer, so.
There you go. You could have your pontoon boat full of tight ends.
Oh my God. Wouldn't be the first time. Waka waka. I was like, Dad, I think we're going to take the pontoon out. He's like, oh, you know how to drive them? Go ahead. So 36 and a half years old is the age that your dad will trust you to drive the boat. So if you're older than that, ask to drive your dad's boat. He'll probably say yes.
You hear that, Ryan?
Yes.
Ask to drive your dad's boat at 36 and a half years old.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. At the Mountain Dew Blue, you know what to do.
And that's crush a Coors Light.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power in the Everlight Solar Studio alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown. Primetime Warsham behind the glass. You can get into the show, 844-770-3776. Carl was talking text line. This is more. You can stream us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream and the ESPN Wisconsin app. The Brewers, as you heard on our air. Now, we were on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream for the last 30 minutes, but now we're restarting the show for all the folks listening on ESPN Madison, the home of the Milwaukee Brewers, as they fall to the Chicago Cubs 10-3. They win the series today, which then equals the series up at 4-4 for the course of the season. The Brewers have a one-game lead over the Chicago Cubs, and they are going to face off 5 games at Wrigley in mid-August. So a lot of baseball left. I think these two teams are going to be competing for the division title. I don't know if they'll be competing for the best record in baseball or the best record in the National League. But I want to set something up here, and I think this might help answer the question about how much trading the Milwaukee Brewers should do. And I think at this point, I think it's fair to ask. I wanted to ask it earlier, and I think Ryan poo-pooed it, but I want to put it out there now. What's a truer?
He doesn't care.
What is a truer statement? The Milwaukee Brewers are the best team in baseball, or the Milwaukee Brewers are the hottest team in baseball?
When did I poo-poo this?
I think I wanted to do it a week ago.
I put it on our show sheet 4 days in a row, and it was unacknowledged.
Jim
poo-pooed it, so he's going to say that you poo-pooed it.
Well, it was my idea, so I don't know.
Okay.
I guess maybe I just picked up vibes that Ryan wasn't into it. So that's what I want to throw out there.
Maybe he picked up a vibe that Ryan came up with it and was like, no.
No, I did it. I remember specifically Jim came up with it, and at first I was like, I'm not sure about that. And then I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, it's a good idea. We should ask a question. It's a legit question.
Now I think it's even better because
I definitely
that leads
remember that from last week.
Because now it leads to what should the Brewers do at the deadline. So, Matt, what's more true? And you can chime in 844-770-3776. Carl was talking text line. This is more. Our side of them with a poll question. What's a more true statement? The Brewers are the best team in baseball, or the Brewers are the hottest team in baseball?
I think it's probably hottest.
Okay.
Just
explain.
If I'm going to elaborate,
You wanted me to give you time, and I give you the floor. Dynamite drop in there.
If you want me to elaborate on it, which I'm assuming you do,
I'm a nut.
I don't really feel like the batting. I think they might have the best pitching in baseball.
That's a very strong point.
I don't know if the bats are enough for me to solidly say they are the best team in baseball. You know what I mean? There's still too many question marks around whether this team can continue to just nickel and dime teams for wins, right? Like base hit. Like there's home runs sprinkled in here and there, but it doesn't seem like something the Brewers are really known for this season is hitting dingers, you know? So I think I would go hottest in this situation at this point in the season. And I have the right to change my mind later.
You do have the right, I guess. I would just say hottest mainly just based on the past, right? And based on what we've been having the conversation of the last couple days, that they won't do anything before the trade deadline. They've already done what they're gonna do, and I don't think that they've done enough to make this team a World Series caliber team. That's as simple as it is. And I think just history shows what ends up happening. And I feel like, they're going to get to the playoffs because they're going to be the hot team. They're going to be one of the best teams in baseball. But then beyond that, what are you going to do in the playoffs? And I don't know what necessarily to expect from them. So I'm just going to say hot because of that.
Just feel like some of the teams that you might consider better baseball teams are just more well-rounded. We are so heavy on pitching, top heavy on pitching, that the bats just aren't there. Mm-hmm. Where all these other teams that you would think are contenders, they have bats. And that's part of the reason why you think they're contenders.
So let's get into that. 844-770-3776. That's the Carbus Talking text line. This is more. Our siding number to poll question is, what's a more true statement? The Brewers are the best team in baseball, the hottest team in baseball. You brought up the bats, Matt Hamilton, which I think is a great point. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I also mentioned that right as I hit run differential, because I feel like they've won a lot of close games. They're second in the MLB for largest run differential. Cubs are first at 113. Brewers are at 95.
Daniel the Landscaper on a tear here. The Brewers are the best team in baseball, hands down. Okay. Cubs still suck. Okay.
Like that.
You lost to them today, and you're tied with them for the season, so I don't know what that makes the Brewers.
But we won the series.
What's that?
We won the series.
Okay. And then this is how you win games, Matt.
Winning 2 out of 3.
It's about getting on base.
Jim didn't care about this.
Only matters what happens today.
Who cares about hitting dingers? Well, good teams do.
Why wouldn't you care about hitting?
That's why baseball is tailored towards hitting home runs.
Well, here's the thing. It's not just home runs, because I know you mentioned home runs, and I knew that some Brewer fans would be like, but what about the rest of it? So slugging percentage. Do we know what slugging percentage is?
Enlighten me. I mean, I do, but I don't know if our fans do.
For sure.
So basically, it takes your total bases divided by your at-bats. So that accounts for, are you hitting doubles, are you hitting triples, are you hitting home runs? So that's overall power for the team. Mm-hmm. That's a better number. So the best team in baseball right now for slugging, because Matt had a fair point. I don't argue with the Brewers. You can make a strong argument the Brewers have the best pitching staff, top to bottom, in baseball. I don't have a strong argument against it. There's probably other teams that are in the mix, but they're right there, top 3, without a doubt. And I really, if you want to say they're the best, I'm not going to fight you on it.
Okay, I will.
So
I'll take it.
The slugging percentage, best team in baseball is the New York Yankees. Correct me if I'm wrong. Now, Ryan, help me out here because I don't know if I have everyone ready. They're going to be a playoff team. Yes?
The New York Yankees, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Torpedo bats, go
The
far.
Los Angeles Dodgers are number 2. They're going to be a playoff team.
For sure.
Chicago Cubs.
Are we sure about it?
Yeah.
Get rid of your bias.
Come on. Yes. They are a
The
big
outlier
playoff
here is Arizona, but their pitching's been pretty terrible.
team. Arizona's likely going to. They already are sellers at the trade deadline.
Yeah, so that's going to
they're
put them out of it. The Red Sox will be in the mix.
They are.
Yep. And so, again, the Athletics would be. Where are they? They're
in Sacramento now, actually.
No, I know that, but I mean, like, as far as record-wise.
What is it? It's bad.
I'll be honest.
It's
That's
just
what I
bad.
thought. That's what I thought.
I
So
have no clue.
Right now, so let's just continue this here. Detroit's in the mix. Toronto's in the mix. Philly's in the mix. Baltimore's not. And the Mets are right. Honestly, the Mets are basically 10th. So out of the top 10 teams, 8 out of the 10 are in the playoff hunt.
Okay.
So to your point on batting, the Milwaukee and number 1 is 451. Number 1 in the division is 442. Yankees number 1 at 451. Number 1 in the division, the Cubs are 442. That doesn't mean anything until I give you context. The Milwaukee Brewers are a slugging percentage of 387. And they are 23rd in baseball. So
they're 23rd on the year, but in the month of July, they are top half of the league.
Okay, but
they're closer to 10 than they are 23 at this point.
Okay, but we're going to take the whole year.
But that's before King Vaughn showed up.
All right.
Yeah, you know what?
Do we want?
I hate that everybody calls him King Vaughn.
Do you know what his slugging
Do-
percentage is right now? He's got the highest one on the Brewers right now.
Do we want to have a real conversation, or do we want to
about Andrew Vaughn being as good as Barry Bonds?
As I said on YouTube stream, I hope to God that Mark Antanasio has pulled the wool over Brewer fans' eyes, and they're all going to be bah and sheep when they go like, "Look, we got Andrew Vaughn. Like that was great." Meanwhile, they weren't going to. He would not see the light of day with the Milwaukee Brewers if Hoskins didn't get hurt. Like he would have been toiling.
Maybe that's the best thing that happened to the Brewers all year. Is that what
is
Hoskins
that
going
our-
on the
is that
IL
our
for
That's
2
the hill
months?
you're going to die on?
Is that the Jim Molly poll question?
Never said it was a hill I was going to die on. I'm just saying this. We're just asking questions. We're thought experiments.
I'm backing up Matt's point because we all agree. Like, if we're gonna, are we having a serious conversation, or do we want to address what the?
It depends on how serious you think that the additions they made and how hot they are this month, whether that is real or it is just a flash in the pan. That's the question.
Well, that's different. But I'm just taking in general. I don't think it's flash in the pan. I think they will regress back.
So you think they will be more likely closer to 23rd in slugging by the time the playoffs come around than top 10?
I think we'll shoot the difference there. That they'll finish in the 15th.
So if they're 15th, is that good enough given their rotation though too? With their rotation, that could be good enough to be contenders. Not saying they're clear favorites or close to winning the World Series, but they would be contenders to make it there or the NLCS.
Okay.
I think there's no doubt that you can say they're a contender to have like a good playoff run. They
Without a
have
doubt,
a
yeah,
chance
yeah.
for it. The problem is when you're not hitting the ball really hard, you've got to, you got to string at least 2 hits together to score a point or score a run.
Yeah, and they've been able to do it.
That's like the big difference where you got these teams that do have home run power. They can get a run or multiple runs at any swing of the bat. And if you look at the Brewers roster, there's like 4 or 5 guys that when they're at bat, I'm like, they're probably not hitting a home run. They might get a hit and get on base, and sure, they've hit home runs this season, but they're not like known for it. You know what I mean? Like if Joey Ortiz is up, I'm not like, oh, home run time. I'm like, I hope he gets a hit and gets on base.
Yeah, you like him for his defensive fielding, which is half the Brewers lineup. That's fair. Bryce Terang, Joey Ortiz, Caleb Durbin is hot
Caleb
right now,
Durbin.
but we know that if anyone's going to regress, it's going to be him.
So I'm trying to look at out of the teams that are the best teams in baseball as far as hitting, if you countered with whip, like walks and hits, innings pitched.
Yes.
The Brewers are 6th at 1.24.
Are we talking for their lineup or for their rotation?
For their rotation, because we talked about their pitching.
Yes.
They are tied 6th in baseball with the Chicago Cubs at 1.24. This is overall pitching, not just your rotation. This is your overall pitching. So the Cubs and the Brewers are tied with whip, but the Cubs are way in front of slugging. But to be fair, if you went to ERA, the Brewers are 2nd in baseball in ERA, and the Cubs are tied for 15th. So what number matters more?
That takes into account maybe a little bit more of like how good you are fielding defensively.
Well, we can look into that because I have the fielding percentage teams in baseball.
Take that for that.
Right now, the Cubs are. Looks like it's hard to. I don't know how they do this, but basically their fielding percentage is .988, and that's one of the best in baseball. The Brewers are .986, also right there. So very similar. So they're fielding
98.6% of hits into the field they field and get it out.
Yes, but I meant more of like the ranking system. They're all like they don't really have them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the part I couldn't really grasp. So again,
baseball stats are annoying. I'll be honest.
Yeah. So I would say that.
There's so many. Like, I find myself scrolling to the bottom of ESPN to look at like the glossary, the index, and like what all the abbreviations mean, so I can figure it out.
You feel like you're in economics when you're trying to look at a baseball reference page.
I've brought up countless times, how much I don't like baseball, and I think this is actually part of the reason why. Because it gives me like trauma from like high school statistics class, and I hate it.
Because we just
what are we going to talk about? The freaking bell curve next? God.
No, it's great because we just did a lot of work with a lot of advanced stats to come to what we started the show with. The Brewers are 1 game in front of the Chicago Cubs in the NL Central. The series is tied 4-4, and they have 5 games left at Wrigley that might decide everything in mid-August. Because we talk about the pitching, similar, slight edge to the Brewers.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting, similar, slight edge to the Cubs. Fielding, equal. Sounds about like all those advanced analytics kind of gave us what we think.
So bringing it back to the Cubs-Brewers specifically, too, is this the most like even a rivalry for 2 Wisconsin-Illinois sports teams have ever been at the same time in recent memory? When was the last time that like the Bulls and the Bucks were they both this good? Bears-Packers. 2010 for Bears-Packers?
Well, especially like double doink, right?
Especially
but
when
the Packers were bad that year in the double doink year.
Yeah, they didn't make the playoffs.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It would have been the year the Packers played the Bears in the NFC Championship game.
Which was 2010, right? No, that was...
that
was
they
on the
won
way to
the
the Super Bowl.
Yeah. That would have been the last time
15 years ago.
Yeah. That's a great question. Maybe we can throw that one as a secondary poll question as well. Is this the closest to a team from Wisconsin and a team from Chicago have been in the last 15 years? As far as like
the same year, yeah, for sure.
Like
as far as competitive,
matched?
the most competitive, most evenly matched. However you want to word that, Ryan, you can tell us on the other side. 844-770-3776. Carbon's Talking text line. List is more. Daniel Landscaper, Cubs aren't going to make the playoffs, and also most teams that win the baseball have the best pitching. Isn't that the Brewers? I'm sorry. Has Daniel never watched the Brewers? Because I believe every single time in the playoffs, the Brewers go in with great pitching, and every single time it's their bats that let them down. Because you're right. You have to have great pitching to win, but what happens is great pitching does hurt your bats, but when you don't have bats, like look at Seattle, a team that pitches. You obviously won 2 out of 3 in Seattle, but Cal Raleigh, 1 home run. And like the 1-run
Big
game.
Dumper.
When you have these games and it comes down to you're facing their best pitcher and they're facing your best pitcher, the batter can win. And like that's where it matters, and that's where the Brewers have come up short year after year, is the hitter is the one that drives in a few runs, and the Brewers lose games 3-2.
Yeah.
They traded away Josh Hader. They didn't have enough pitching.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right, pitching matters, but also
pitchers don't score runs. And you need to score runs to win the ball game.
Especially because it's so, to add to it, it is hard to play the way the Brewers have won for most of the year. It's hard to play nickel and dime, dink and doink, however you want to do it, baseball against a good pitcher because they're not going to give you a lot of opportunities. It's like in football, they talk about you want the big play. In baseball, you want the home run. It is harder to take a walk, then get the guy to second, then hit a double and the guy scores, as opposed to one swing of the bat, pop, gone. Now you got a lead.
Chicks dig the long ball.
Chicks do dig the long ball, Ryan.
So our 844-770-3776. I mean, that is the trope, at least.
Molly, I think you're the only one who can answer that here.
Molly's like, no, I really like dinking and doinking baseball.
Do you like it? Do you like dinking and doinking, or do you like the long ball?
Not answering this.
It's a baseball question.
Yeah.
I love home runs.
There you go. See?
Our ESPN,
Me too, Mom.
our Saturday Limited poll question: what's a more accurate statement? The Brewers are the best team in baseball, the hottest team in baseball. 844-770-3776. Right now, 76% of you say hottest team in baseball, and
damn hot.
Human kiss-ass Alex Strofe says, they're both facts.
No
This is Jim,
idea.
Matt, and Molly, presented by
Irrelevant.
Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube. Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Starion Bank with 3 Madison area locations in Middleton, Sun Prairie, and Monona. Starion Bank is here investing in your community. Start your experience at starionbank.com. Member FDIC.
In for Pablo Iglesias, I'm Jesse Nelson. With a bunch of big-time games looming on the schedule this football season, former Badgers running back Melvin Gordon says there's one in particular he most wants to see Wisconsin win.
You bring the axe home. I don't care about nothing else. I don't care about any other game. We need to bring that axe back home or we're going to continue to be on the edge. If we lose every game and win that one, I'll be like, okay, we got hope.
Find Melvin Gordon's full appearance on Jim, Matt, and Molly on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
For windows with the strongest resilience, you need the Pella Experience. Get 0% interest for up to 5 years if you order by July 31st at PellaWI.com.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. I forgot to set up Minute to Win It here. So, Ryan, what's the category?
Well, usually I come prepared with one, and I did today. I was going to say teams with the most takeaways last year, but we like to quiz Matt and Molly on their, comprehension, their recollection of things.
Okay.
You just listed through the top 10 teams in terms of slugging percentage in the MLB this year.
Okay.
How many do you think they remembered?
Okay, we'll do that. We'll go with 4.5.
4.5? I think that's a great
Because
line.
the only thing that would be they might figure out our trope of doing it, but we'll go with 4.5.
Oh, I think they figured it out at this point, but I don't think they're aware enough in the moment to get it. But
That's
you
fair.
said the Brewers are 23rd in slugging percentage this year?
Yep.
So for that, we'll do caller number 2, caller number 3
All
today.
right. Caller number 2, caller number 3, 844-770-3776. You're at least going to get a $25 gift card to North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. It might even be a $50 gift card to North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. Caller number 2 and caller number 3, 844-770-3776. We'll play Minute to Win It when we get back.
The biggest games,
Back-to-back state championships. Still going, lowers his shoulder into the end zone. Touchdown, Wanakee.
the most compelling stories.
Where are you going to be playing basketball next year?
I'm proud and excited to announce that I'll be going to the University of Charleston.
We are now joined by the Executive Director of the WIAA, Stephanie Hauser.
The area's best high school sports coverage is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania.
The ESPN Madison Open presented by Coors Light is back. On Monday, August 4th, the ESPN Madison crew is packing their bags and teeing off at TPC, Wisconsin for a day on the links. This year's Open is benefiting Mentoring Positives, a nonprofit based right here in Madison dedicated to uplifting youth and families through mentoring, athletics, and youth entrepreneurship. The ESPN Madison Open is also brought to you by Ridgetop Exteriors, Starion Bank, Celebrations Entertainment, The Bogey Factory, Bruner Realty, and Hush Blackwell.
After a storm, even seemingly small damage can lead to major problems. If your roof or siding took a hit with this recent storm, your insurance may cover the damage, but the process is still a nightmare. Badgerland Exteriors makes it seamless. They'll guide you through every step and get your family's home back in tip-top shape just as fast as that storm ripped through.
Contracting made easy is more than a tagline. It's how we run our family business. Visit BadgerlandExteriors.com to get started on your next project. That's BadgerlandExteriors.com.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
If you want a fresh twist on surf and turf, look no further than North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. Inspired by their time living in the Alaskan Gulf in southern Texas, owners Keith and Aaron brought together unique culinary backgrounds to create a truly authentic American restaurant here in Madison. After expanding to 2 more locations in DeForest and Verona, you can savor smoky, wood-fired barbecue and freshly prepared seafood from around the country. Explore their full menu and dining options at eatnorthandsouth.com. That's eatnorthandsouth.com.
This update sponsored by UW Credit Union. For every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here for every you.
Brewers Baseball Academy, presented by Fleet Farm, returns to cities this summer for its 13th year. Kids ages 6 to 14 are invited for a week of instruction and fun, plus a VIP day at American Family Field. Space is limited. Don't miss out. Visit brewers.com/camps for details.
Join UW Credit Union at uwcu.org. Insured by NCUA.
Coming September 2nd to ESPN Radio, The Rich Eisen Show.
He is none other than the head coach of the Colorado Buffaloes, Deion Sanders. Look at you,
Humble miss. The Rich Eisen Show.
None other than Jordan Love of the Green Bay Packers. How you doing, Jordan? Good to see you.
Good, Rich. How you doing?
Happy to have you back, Steve Sarkisian.
Appreciate you having me on, Rich. Rich Eisen, coming September 2nd on ESPN Radio, ESPN Plus, and on Disney Plus.
To those who've ever dreamt of their perfect event, those dreams are worthy and they are possible. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With hard work, passion, and great music, we will make your event dreams a reality. Every event is a labor of love, with one-on-one planning, customization, and flawless execution. Bringing your event to life is what we do. For a fun, memorable event, visit celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Metro Kia Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
North and South Seafood and Smokehouse, 3 great locations in the Madison area. They got 1 in DeForest, 1 in Verona, 1 in Madison. No matter where you go, you're going to have a great family-friendly experience. You're also going to have, some great brisket. You can have it delivered. You can carry it out. You can have them cater. Wherever you go, North and South Seafood and Smokehouse is going to deliver, and you're going to absolutely love it. I highly recommend the brisket salad there is fantastic if you're in the mood for a salad.
Had that today.
It's great.
So good.
I'm jealous.
You saving the leftovers so you can have a sloppy salad later?
No, I had a nice crisp salad.
I do not like sloppy salad as a term.
It's soggy, not sloppy.
Oh, yeah.
Nasty.
No salad from North and South is ever sloppy.
No, but Molly likes to let
save
it marinate. And
Yeah, but
that,
that's-
salt from the dressing draws out the moisture and the
Soggy
lettuce.
salad, not
Yes,
sloppy salad.
But I
Exactly.
do just want to clarify. I know I've said it before. North and South does not give you soggy salads. I can only eat half of it at a time, and then I save it, and then it ends up getting soggy, and I love a soggy
becomes
salad.
A soggy
Because
salad.
then you can use it as you can bring in some chippers, like some chips.
A
Eat
dip?
that. Yeah. Dip your salad.
We're not gonna yuck her yum.
Yeah,
She wants a
no.
soggy
Please
salad.
do not.
Sounds
have
like
a soggy salad.
kind of sloppy too. I think both are appropriate.
Sloppy, soggy salad. Yum.
The old triple S, Molly's favorite order from North and South.
They can call him, give me the sloppy Molly. And then
No.
you go to the salad.
No. Next thing, you're going to be ordering a Bloody Molly as your drink with it.
Or
no.
a soggy Molly.
I don't like either.
That
That's
sounds
better
like-
when salad is at the end than Molly's name.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'd agree a lot with that.
I cringed a lot less when it ended in salad.
Well, I'm just saying, if she's famous, you name a meal after her.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the one that she'd give her okay.
Is it the
on.
Molly salad, the Rutledge ribs, and the Matt? What's the
How
Matt?
come they get the Matt burnt ends?
Matt meat candy.
Yeah. Matt's meat
there it is.
candy. Matt's
How
meat
come they
candy.
get sexy stuff? I get soggy salad.
Don't yuck anyone's yum. They might
Matt's
like a
meat-
soggy salad too.
So wait, what are you trying to say about
Matt's meat candy sounds a lot sexier than sloppy Molly.
what are you trying to say about Rutledge's ribs that they're sexy?
Do you want it Molly's sloppy salad? Would you prefer it like that?
Or you do like the meat candy. You could also have Molly's meat candy, but that's also doesn't. What would you rather have, the soggy Molly salad or the Molly's meat candy?
I think we should play Minute to Win It.
Rick from DeForest says next time you order, he'll make sure she gets the triple S.
Oh, okay. Perfect. I'll just give him a call and I'll say, give me the triple S.
Give me the usual. the
Soggy sloppy salad.
I'm uncomfortable.
Fair.
All right, let's play Minute to Win It.
Will they beat the odds
I say everything with pure confidence, whether I think I'm totally right or not.
or crumble under pressure?
I legitimately know one of these. I legitimately have one.
This is the Minute to Win It, presented by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse, with 3 locations in Madison, DeForest, and Verona.
All right, guys. Well, Molly said she was uncomfortable from that conversation, because so was I. But what makes her even more uncomfortable is the idea of baseball and some of the stats.
Another baseball one?
Some of the stats we were just listing off last segment, talking about what makes a good team in the playoffs.
Are we going to do slugging percentage?
Jim's
Dang it,
one
that's the one
stat
that I was gonna say.
was the top 10 teams in terms of slugging percentage in the MLB this season. Jim literally listed them off in the last segment.
He did. Did he list all 10?
He did all 10.
Oh, God.
He did all 10. And
I
that's
think I remember some.
Actually, I gave you 11.
Oh.
It's true.
Well, one of them doesn't matter, so.
Well, Matt, your timer starts right now.
Go. Dodgers.
The Dodgers are one of them.
Cubs.
Number 3. The Cubs are number 2.
Yankees.
The Yankees are number 1.
Detroit.
Excuse me?
Detroit.
Yes, they're on the list. They're 7th.
The Mets.
The New York Mets?
Yes.
Not on the list.
Oh, no.
Blue Jays.
Unfortunately. The Blue Jays are on the list. They're number 8.
I don't think he said Houston Astros.
I think we just got to think the top teams in the MLB. So what were they from last week? I'm trying to think.
Houston Astros.
I don't
I
think
don't think the Astros are that. Yeah, they are that good this year, actually. Yeah, you're right.
But they're not on this list?
I don't know.
I'm saying Houston Astros.
Oh, you're answering. Oh,
Yeah.
that's incorrect.
Okay.
No.
Yankees.
You said the Yankees already.
Oh, you did say the Yankees?
Yes.
Oh, bummer. Florida team. One of them's good.
There you go.
It's not the Marlins, is it?
Are the Rays? Are the
No,
Rays good?
no, they're not.
Okay,
The Marlins are the other team.
Marlins stink though, right?
Like, I thought so. That's why I didn't think the Florida team
It
was
took
good.
2 out of 3 from the Brewers.
Diamondbacks. I don't know.
Oh,
They have
she said
A.
it.
Eugenio. They have A. Eugenio.
That was after
Suarez.
the bell, though.
No, it wasn't.
It was at
no,
the
it wasn't.
buzzer.
I thought it was at the bell. I thought it was at
do
the bell.
tape. Listen back.
Because it does matter, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it does. Well, actually, it doesn't for whether they won or lost.
Oh, I thought that put him at 5.
No, they put them at 6.
Oh, okay. That
Over
doesn't
under
matter.
was 4.5.
Oh, wow. I love that
Smash.
Someone's
Into a
getting
sloppy
a
salad.
sloppy salad.
So the over under was set at
You're going to reward
4.5.
yourself with a sloppy salad.
So that means caller number 2 today, Mitch in Stoughton, is getting that $50 gift card to North and
Let's
South.
go, Mitch.
Maybe he can get himself
No,
a sloppy
number 2,
salad.
it means he was
Soggy
stuck
salad.
with it. He was stuck with the over.
He sure
Oh,
was.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
That's
Eric,
correct. Good job, Mitch.
Eric in
He
Green
still
Bay
picked the
had
one.
no faith in you guys. No
Well,
faith.
Honestly,
Do
you should
better.
have. I just set the bar too low for them. I had no faith in them.
You said
Which
it
you honestly
perfectly.
That was a
should
good
have.
line, yeah.
It was.
Yeah, because then they got the Yankees, Cubs, Dodgers, the top 3. They got number 4 at the buzzer, the Diamondbacks. So maybe they got 5.5. We'll say
A.
today.
Eugenio.
Hey, Eugenio. Place to the Diamondbacks.
Suarez.
And then number 5 was the Red Sox. I think that's who you guys were getting confused with. the Astros,
We forgot about
maybe.
Maybe.
You guys were really hung up on the Astros.
Matt was.
Matt was.
Well, I was, and then Molly got hung up in Florida.
And then there was another team. There was another team who's really bad but has a good slugging percentage. They're playing Sacramento now.
Oh, yeah, you did
the
say Sacramento.
A's.
Yeah.
Oh, dumb-dumbs.
Yes.
Forgot about the Sacramento.
And
yeah.
then,
That was a good
yes, Molly got the Detroit Tigers.
We also have a controversy here. Eric has chimed in. Dude, I had the over.
Oh, we did take the over. That's right.
Well, then,
Eric's
sorry,
getting a soggy
Mitch.
salad. Sorry about that, Mitch.
Maybe we can make that right.
We can make
no.
it right.
Talk to our director of marketing and see if they can help that out.
I got you.
No, we got it. Molly, we got it.
Yeah, we'll take care of them.
We got it. We'll take care of you.
We'll take
Eric.
care of both of them.
But then the Blue Jays, you guys also got, and then number 9 was the Orioles, 10 the Phillies.
Man, I feel like you said the Mets in that conversation, but maybe you said,
I said
that
that
was
they
the
were
11th
just
one.
The
outside.
Mets are number 11. Yep.
Orioles and the Phillies. I don't even remember them being talked about.
They
were mentioned.
Yeah, I don't remember hearing that either, but
I went over
we
the
definitely
Orioles.
know that the yeah.
We listen to you, Jim. It's fine.
The team in Florida.
I swear, I thought there was like a team in Florida. Okay,
That was good.
At first, I wanted to
there's
say the
two.
Florida
You're right.
Panthers, and I was like, no, that's hockey. It's the minute to win it. It makes you nervous.
It does. Then that clock's ticking. Your brain shuts off.
It does.
Or at least mine does.
She said Florida.
Just when the clock is ticking?
No, also
What
when
were you
that
gonna
little
say?
on-air red light goes on above the door here.
What are you gonna say?
Molly said Florida being like, is that 2 options? Is that 2 answers at once?
What?
Just saying the Florida team. One of them.
No, I wasn't. I was just thinking through. I'm
Yeah.
like, what
We're
teams, what
thinking out
teams?
loud. That makes for good radio. If we just sat here in silence, it'd be silly.
Yeah. Definitely not silly otherwise.
Yeah, exactly.
Clearly.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Step into nostalgia with the Miller High Life Dive Bars of the Month. Listen to Jim, Matt, and Molly every Thursday to find out where you can enjoy the best High Life specials in Madison. Plus, to celebrate our love for dive bars, we'll be giving away a case of Miller High Life to one lucky fan every Thursday. Live the High Life with Jim, Matt, and Molly and enjoy the champagne of beer in its natural environment. Like Main Street Lanes, Jerry's Place, Antlers Tavern, and Argus Bar and Grill.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ryan Wollersheim, and this is your Sports Center update brought to you by Ridgetop Exteriors, Wisconsin's premier roofing, siding, and window contractor since 2002. Visit them at ridgetopexteriors.com. Well, the Milwaukee Brewers winning the series, but falling in today's finale against the Chicago Cubs at AmFam Field. Brewers dropping the game 10-3 after they got down immediately after Freddie Peralta gave up a leadoff home run to the Cubbies. Brewers, like I said, still get the series win after they took last night's game 9-3, thanks in large part to Andrew the King Vaughn's grand slam in the bottom of the sixth inning. The Brewers and the Cubs are now tied at 4-4 on the season series. They'll meet again for a 5-game series back at Wrigley Field in August. Brewers currently one game ahead of the Cubs in the NL Central standings. Brewers still also standing atop the overall MLB standings today. Brewers have the day off tomorrow before starting a 3-game series versus the Nationals. But big question for many Brewers fans, and as we're discussing here on Jim, Matt, and Molly, will the Brewers make another trade by their next series? They have until 5 p.m. tomorrow when the trade deadline closes. Head over to ESPN.com for the latest from Jeff Passan, Buster Olney, and the whole MLB crew. Second hour of Jim, Matt, and Molly starts
Metro
right now.
Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play. Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's
so
going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow. Oh.
People like me.
I don't think so. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other. Here we are, best friends. We're probably going to go boating this summer, so.
There you go. You could have your pontoon boat full of tight ends.
Oh, my God. Wouldn't be the first time. Waka waka. I was like, Dad, I think we're going to take the pontoon out. He's like, oh, you know how to drive them? Go ahead. So 36 and a half years old is the age that your dad will trust you to drive the boat. So if you're older than that, ask to drive your dad's boat. He'll probably say yes.
You hear that, Ryan?
Yes.
Ask to drive your dad's boat at 36 and a half years old.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is hour number 2 of Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. The Mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's crush a Coors Light.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power in the Everlight Solar Studio alongside Molly Brown and Matt Hamilton. Primetime war shine behind the glass. You can stream us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Matt Hamilton waving his arms around, much like the wacky inflatable balloon man that is Alex Stroh. We had a siding limited poll question. What's a more accurate statement? The Brewers are the best team in baseball or the hottest team in baseball? 78% of you say hottest team in baseball. And you can chime in on the Carl Stalker text line, 844-770-3776. Less is more. Alex Stroh chimed in. They're both facts. So I replied,
No idea.
please
Never
work
heard.
on your reading and comprehension. They both may be facts, but we asked which one is more accurate.
That's a good response, Alex Strofe. He clearly didn't read the tweet. It's the same thing with, like, videos. They see a video, they don't listen to it, they just read the little quote from the top and just take you out of context.
So 844-7. Yes, that's.
Yeah.
I know a little bit about
Are
that.
you trying to say I didn't give this poll question all context there,
No,
Matt?
I'm saying you did, but Strofe didn't do a deep dive into understanding the question before he got in his feels and decided to start calling Jim a doofus for saying that they're both facts.
I don't think he called Jim a doofus. I think you're projecting onto him now.
I know what Alex Strofe is thinking.
So you're reading between the lines of his tweet.
Yeah.
So you're
exactly.
taking him out of context now.
I mean, we're all people. We're all humans making mistakes, living and learning. Just trying to make it to the next day, you know what I'm saying?
All right, the philosophy of Matt Hamilton. The wise words. There you go.
So the Brewers lost today 10-3. You heard that here on ESPN Madison. They had an opportunity to really put the Cubs, honestly, in a bind. They would have been 3 games back. The series has still got a lot of time left, but it is tied 4-4 with 5 games left. All those games are at Wrigley Field in mid-August. So a lot of baseball left to be played in between that time, but that series right there could really be, and there'll be enough baseball afterwards for a team to right the ship unless someone's swept, which I don't think will happen. But it really is coming down to the wire. And the Brewers are unquestionably the hottest team in baseball. They started the year very slow, which makes me wonder, will they, because it's a young team. It's a vibes team, which if things get tough, and Pat Murphy mentioned that before, it was hard for him to get his team out of their funk. And now things are rolling, much like last year, and then they were doing well. I would imagine the Brewers will come back down to earth where they'll play 10 games, they go 6-4 over those 10, and that's still a team that's going to make the playoffs and compete for a division title. And that still could be a team competing for best team in baseball. But when they come back down to earth, there's going to be certain parts of their team that could be exposed. And Matt, you touched on it earlier. It's probably the lack of power. They are 23rd in baseball in slugging, and slugging means total bases divided by your at-bats. They're doing good in the month of July, but over the course of the season, they are not a team. And you can just look at the home run numbers. You can look at the double numbers. They're not a power team. And so some players will start playing to the back of their baseball card, which will even out. That's helped the Brewers with Yelich and Jackson Churio. But then I think at some point, guys like Vaughn or even Durbin will regress a little bit. I think they're worried about Contreras, which is why they traded for Danny Jansen. Because Contreras, he had 2 home runs today, but since he had a hand injury, he hasn't been hitting.
He broke his finger sometime last year, and since then he's been pretty down.
Yeah,
Not pretty down, but he just doesn't have the power.
Yeah, he doesn't hit like he used to. He's still a good catcher, but and he also caught, I think, in my opinion, too many games. Like, you want to give a catcher just full-on days off, and now you can do that with Jansen. So that does provide some help for the Brewers. And Jansen, with 11 home runs, has got more pop than most, but he's also only batting 202. Or, sorry, 204. He's above the Mendoza line. He is above the Mendoza line.
And that's all that matters.
Is that all that matters?
There's only 3 Brewers that have double-digit home runs this year. And one of them's injured for the next month and a half.
Well, technically 4 now because Danny Jansen has double-digit home
Well,
runs.
I guess, but let's say hit wearing a Brewers uniform.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, then it's Rhys Hoskins, Jackson Churio, and Christian Yelich in a Brewers uniform, yeah. I think Andrew Vaughn just eclipsed 11 yesterday, so he's at double digits.
But does he have 4 for the Brewers?
I think he has 5 or 6 now.
Okay. So maybe he's got a chance to hit double digit with the Brewers if he continues his hot
that's
streak.
the point. I'd just be really curious looking at a bunch of other teams, especially the contenders. How many players in double-digit home run territory? I have to imagine it's most of them are going to have
I would go
more
back
than
to
3.
We talked about the slugging. Since the other contenders, most of those teams were in the top 10 in slugging. If it's not in home runs, it's in doubles and triples, like the power. Doubles specifically, because triples, you have to have some speed for that.
Right.
Home runs and doubles are the good numbers to look for power. And the Brewers, obviously, 23rd, not doing it.
And that's just, that to me is could be the fatal flaw.
And it's framing it, and we're framing it like this because Cap said yesterday on ESPN, on Jim Matt and Molly, and you can listen back on the ESPN Wisconsin app, that he said, if not now, then when? For Mark Antanasio. And That is why I'm posing the question, because the Brewers are a World Series caliber team, but so are the Cubs, so are, the Phillies. Who else is in the mix here for teams that will be the Dodgers?
Dodgers for sure.
Yeah, I mean, so I would imagine, the Dodgers are getting healthier and they have a massive payroll anyways.
Mhm.
The Cubs are the most active team. They haven't done anything yet, but they have been the most active team in baseball according to ESPN. And then you have
active for trying to find trades, you're
right,
saying.
yes. So something I'm sure will happen. And then Philadelphia is trying to make some moves as well. So you have these other teams in the mix that are going to try to make some trades and improve their team. If the Brewers essentially stand pat, that's where the concern comes in. Like, what will they be in the long run? I think San Francisco in the mix as well, or are they?
San Francisco's always pretty good. They are also in the mix this year. They're kind of an afterthought in the NL West because the Dodgers are so good and strong this year, but they should.
And San Diego's interesting too, because San Diego has been reportedly looking to maybe move on from Dylan Cease because they have a lot of pitching. They could use the backfill of filling in other positions. Sound familiar? So they're trying to use a position of strength with having Dylan Cease to then maybe fill in other spots on their roster where they're a little bit weak, because they're also in the mix to make the playoffs. So if those other teams that are in the mix to make the playoffs, whether it's making the playoffs or winning the World Series, it goes back to what's your goal. Is your goal to make the playoffs?
Mm-hmm.
I think mission accomplished. I mean, barring anything crazy here, the Brewers are going to make the playoffs. Is your goal to win the World Series? Probably need another player.
Is your goal to win 100 games? Yes, it is.
Molly,
don't laugh.
Dying on that hill.
They're the best team in the MLB, according to Alex Strofe.
Well, the standings, they are the best team in the MLB.
Well, yes. Okay, fair. Best and the hottest, I should say, according to Strofe.
But
best and the hottest.
But only 23rd in home runs.
Who?
The Brewers.
Slugging.
No, I'm looking at just home runs.
Just
They're
home
also 23rd in exclusively home runs. Where the Yankees, number one, have 170. The Brewers have 104.
Chicks dig the long ball.
They do dig the long ball, and doubles help a lot as well. And so, that's the other part of this where it's just kind of the Brewers could use more pop. And if you're watching this team and you don't think this team could use more pop, I really don't know how to help you. They do have, and back to Daniel Landscaper's point, they do have the pitching to go win the World Series. You could use another bat.
Yeah, scoring runs is super important in baseball.
And here's the part I don't understand, is that you don't have to write off your team or not be a fan anymore. But I think it's fair. If the Cubs don't do anything at the deadline, I'm going to be upset. I'm going to be pissed.
And are you expecting them to actually do anything? I mean,
yes,
it's tomorrow.
Yes. They are considered the most active. They're trying to do something. If they just sit on their prospects and don't do something of significance, they need another starting pitching. They are short starting pitching. But they are still right behind the Brewers as the best team in baseball. And so they're in the mix, but they're not saying, all right, well, that's good enough. We'll make the playoffs, so good. I will be upset with my team if they don't do it. I want them to go do something. I don't understand the Brewers fans are out there being like, okay.
This team's good enough to do it.
We got to the playoffs, and we'll just wait and see. If they don't want to make any trades, I get it. No, you should be pissed and be mad at your team.
I feel like,
I just think enough people think that we're good enough as is.
I also...
But all I see on, this is the funny part. They want to talk trash like you are, but then either you just are willing to give your team a pass or you don't actually believe they are.
And Ryan, correct me if I'm wrong, but the other day when Jesse Nelson was filling in on Monday, big Brewers fan, right? I was basically asking him this question: are you happy with what they did? Because I believe that Danny Jansen was traded to the Brewers during our show.
I believe he was traded at 4:58 on Monday.
Okay.
So yes, it was right during the middle of our show.
And according to Jesse was perfectly happy with this move.
I don't think he was happy. He
was not upset.
He wasn't upset, but he felt like he was just accepting.
Because he felt like the Brewers are good enough.
And because it felt like this was all he expected. He didn't think anything more was coming. He didn't have expectations high for them to do something at the trade deadline, so he wasn't disappointed.
I think you can compare it to, and maybe we can workshop this a little bit, but I'm just going off the cuff right now. This is like when you settle for a significant other, when you're like, they're fine. It'll do. It's better than being single. Is it not? That is exactly what this is to me.
So you're saying for being in on this year's Brewers team?
What?
You're saying settling?
No.
Like you're settling for what Mark Antanasio in the front office for the Milwaukee Brewers is doing because you're like, it's fine. It's good enough.
Yeah, I guess it would be like if you settled for the ring they gave you, or if you lost it. And then...
No, because that's just shallow. I mean, okay, yes, that was a dig. It's okay.
Yeah,
but
burn,
no,
bro.
No, but it's settling for a partner. It's saying they're good enough. This will do. You're not actually like trying to find the real true love. That's what it is in my mind. At least that's why I'm thinking about it. So if the Brewers fans want to settle, go for it.
If you want to use the partner side of it, it's more of like someone who doesn't give it all. Like, all right, you know what? I'm happy enough. And I'm going to go with this. Like, you might have.
I really wish my significant other, they do everything great around the house except doing laundry. And instead of telling them and going out and having them do laundry, I'm just going to this is fine.
Matt, this isn't couples counseling in here, okay? Like, we're not in therapy right now.
But someone needs to do my laundry.
If you do find the right person and they are the one, you could go to Chalmers Jewelers in Madison or in Middleton. Madison's custom jeweler, Madison's family-owned jeweler, Madison's local jeweler. 2 locations, Madison and in Middleton. They can make you a custom ring, make it special because they're special. Go to Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Matt, you I don't mean this in a mean way, but you kind of look like your dog.
Moose is a handsome dog. So
beautiful
no
dog.
offense taken. No offense taken at all.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's leader in Pella window installation. In fact, we are Wisconsin's only Pella Platinum Premier Certified contractor, and we've won Pella's prestigious National Contractor of the Year award 5 times. It's easy to get started. The process starts with homeowners meeting us at Siding Unlimited's amazing showroom on 2018 South Stoughton Road in Madison. Trust me, our showroom is a must-see. Looking for new windows, siding, roofing, and doors? Visit us at sidingunlimited.com or stop by our beautiful showroom in Madison.
She was sweet until she met jalapenos. Introducing Pizza Hut's new Spicy Hawaiian Lovers Pizza, part of the $12.99 Hut Lovers line from Pizza Hut. Get one of their 4 large topping-packed pizzas. Meat lovers, pepperoni lovers, veggie lovers, and the new Spicy Hawaiian. Just $12.99 each for a limited time only. Head to one of their locations or order online on the Pizza Hut app before it's gone. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut. Additional charge for extra toppings, pan, stuffed crust, and extra cheese.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Get ready for the ultimate Saturday night at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Join us for the all-new Queen of Hearts drawing at 4, 6, 8, and 10 p.m. This is your chance for royal glory. When your name is drawn, choose the right card and you could win a life-changing jackpot, up to $150,000. The longer the Queen stays hidden, the bigger the jackpot grows. Let's Hard Rock with the Queen of Hearts only at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
Zimbrick Honda and ESPN Madison present the Game Changers of the Month, recognizing those in area sports who make a positive impact in their community. Here's Pablo Iglesias with Zimbrick Honda's Game Changers of the Month.
Pablo Iglesias here. Welcome to the ESPN Madison Game Changers of the Month interview, and I'm joined by a special guest, Alec Ingold. With everything that you're doing here, you basically take over Madison for the whole week. You're doing football camps, but you're also doing things beyond that.
We're creating champions beyond the scoreboard. We got a fundraiser out in Tacoma, bringing the community together. We got a financial literacy camp. We call it Money Mini Camp. That's going to be fun over at La Follette. Plus a little football camp for the kids. Free youth football camp in the Madison area. So, yeah, we're doing it big. We're doing a lot of fun stuff here, and just love to give back to this community so much. Madison's given so much to me with the university and the community, so this is our way of giving back.
Follow ESPN Madison on YouTube and on Facebook for more with the Game Changers of the Month, presented by Zimbrick Honda.
The pulse of the Milwaukee Bucks. straight from a Bucks legend.
Can't get it off. Marcus Johnson will, though. Can't leave him alone for a 12.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson on Bucks Plus. Marcus and his son Chris offer a weekly beat on Bucks basketball. Get your questions answered and hear from the biggest names in basketball. Find Here District with Marcus Johnson at bucks.com/plus on the Bucks app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions.
You guys know that I need all the energy that I can get because, well, I was just telling Matt about all my millions of kids in the break. I have 5 kids, so I need all the energy that I can get. My goodness. And you know what gives me that is Zoa Energy. Today I had the blue can, which I believe is like a tropical punch flavor or something. It's so good. They have a new lemon lime flavor that I'm searching for. I've got our guys trying to look and dig to get me some, so I'm excited to try that. But if you're looking to get some more energy in your life, head over to zoaenergy.com to see where you can pick up some for yourself.
She's Molly Brown. I'm Jim Elledge alongside Matt Hamilton. We're in the Everlight Solar Studio. Primetime War Shine behind the glass. Prime, I might need you to do a little bit of work here because if you go to KBN's social media, maybe you can clip if this seems real or not. Because, obviously I'm like Brewers hater. I grew up as a Brewers fan, but I'm a Cubs fan. The series has been fun. It's 4-4 for the course of the year. 5 games left at Wrigley Field. Brewers are up 1 game in the division. And it does, obviously, it's fun to be the Brewers right now because they were the team that is streaking in maybe the hottest team in baseball. That is actually our signing limited poll question. What's a more true statement? The Brewers are the hottest team in baseball or they are the best team in baseball. 78, or actually 80% of you now say they are the hottest team in baseball. You can chime in on that 844-770-3776. Carpus Talk text line list is more. I need to know if this is kind of a gag or if this is real because it says, is Brewers Andrew Vaughn better than Babe Ruth? Kyle Wallace says yes. And
I did hear this conversation live.
So, what are we doing? Do you want it? Because my question is, do you want a show that will give you real information about the team and have a real discussion, or do you want a bunch of morons saying dumb things? Which do you prefer?
Well, can I just hear what is the context of Kyle saying yes? Are they saying that Kyle is saying yes just to kind of make fun of him because he said yes right now, or does he actually believe that he's better than Barry Bonds?
It was more of a poorly executed segment by Mr. Relevant, actually.
That's fair.
So somewhat, they didn't really like where it was going. Ben got very mad at him, said that it was a stupid idea to bring up that Andrew Vaughn is better than Babe Ruth, and then Kyle was like, he might have a point, actually, guys. He might have a point. Babe Ruth, and now in today's game?
It is 3 minutes ago. There is a clip posted if you want to see if you can pull that audio.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we can give it proper text, because otherwise it's moronic. I guess I don't know if that's what people want. If they want moronic statements that are just positive. If that's what you want, then I'm sorry. We're never going to do that show. No, I wouldn't do that show about the Bears.
I mean, I'll slip a couple moronic comments in there here and there, but...
Now, AC and Tosa says Andrew Vaughn might be better than Reese Hoskins. Probably not, but that's fair.
At least that's a realistic comparison you can have a conversation about.
Yes, exactly. That's actually a really good point.
I mean, Babe Ruth, for the time, was so much better than everyone else. That's... Sure, if you dropped him into today's baseball, would he be successful? Probably not.
And I always maintain
it's different.
If you were great, you probably have that drive to be great. So he won't be leaps and bounds in front of everyone else, but he's probably, I would assume, all-star type guy. I just in that whole conversation, if you take someone, I know it's a different era, but if you were that great, there was something more than just your talent that made you great.
Right.
And and baseball especially, it's hand-eye coordination. You're telling me Babe Ruth couldn't figure out how to get the bat around a little bit? And in a home run era that we're in now, couldn't turn some of these balls around?
Sounds like Kyle Wallace disagrees.
Because also, don't forget.
You might be on to something. I think he's better than Babe Ruth. Andrew Vaughn, I can say
I'm Michael Jordan.
No, okay.
Let's not get carried away.
You saw Michael Jordan play. We did not see Babe Ruth play. Babe Ruth was short, fat. Well, I don't know how short he was. He looked short in the video. He was fat. He was stubby. He looked fat. He tried it. He didn't have a sprint.
So now I shut my mic off, and Kyle's body shaming Babe Ruth.
Have you ever seen Babe Ruth sprint? I wonder how many steals he had. 0.
Does he
0?
Take that for that.
Does he know that Babe Ruth, I think, was almost a borderline Hall of Fame pitcher?
Yeah, clearly not.
He was like Shohei. He was the original Shohei Ohtani.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but how fast was he throwing? And we don't know how fast guys were throwing back then.
His WAR is 182.6.
It's good
All
for
right,
a lot.
how tall do you guys actually think that Babe Ruth is without Googling it? Is he
5'10"?
Over, under Caleb Durbin?
Over.
Okay.
Easy over.
Over. He was a big guy.
He's 6'2".
Yeah.
Wow.
He looks short, though. I think it's the short little pants.
By the way,
puffy
Babe Ruth
pants.
had 123 stolen bases.
How many seasons did he play?
0.
His career high was 17 in 1921 and 1923.
Okay.
Still, it's 123. I don't care how many seasons he played. Like that's more than
Well, if
0.
he played 15 seasons, that's less than 10 per year.
Okay, I don't know. I also don't know how they played back. How many? Who's the league leader? Like, there's always got to provide
Which
context.
is why anytime you have this conversation about could Babe Ruth play nowadays, it's like the dumbest conversation you can have.
Absolutely, yes.
There's no way to accurately portray if a guy in that era could play today because nothing about the two games is synonymous.
Right.
100 years ago.
It's the same like I think about.
But honestly, I do think baseball is the closest
it's the
sport to have the
closest
conversation.
of like the big four, yeah.
Because like you probably couldn't drop Bart Starr in his prime into today's NFL and he would thrive like he did.
There are some quarterbacks from back in like the 60s. Like Fran Tarkenton, like you watch the highlights of him, you're like, that looks like
was
some
like the
quarterbacks
first
today.
mobile quarterback.
Yeah, like he looks like that could play nowadays.
Like, you could tell me, like Dan Marino might have been better in this era than he was in his era, and he was great.
There are certain guys like that too, yeah. I mean, there are certain baseball. I don't want to get down the baseball line because it's so inside baseball.
Hey.
It's disgusting.
I'm sorry to say this, but it needs to be said. Babe Ruth was better than Andrew Vaughn.
How dare you?
I'm just putting that out in the world.
And this is why people don't like us.
Yeah.
Because we won't go out on the limb and say
now,
that.
if Babe was a Brewer, people would have loved that conversation.
Absolutely. Babe Ruth it's like Wilt Chamberlain type stats. You're like, what? I mean, like the numbers of 182.6 WAR, 7 World Series MVP. I mean, it's just insane.
That's another guy who could play. Like in today's NBA, Wilt Chamberlain would be great.
Yeah, Andrew Vaughn's only 0.7. Babe Ruth was what?
What did
his WAR?
Yeah, 182.
0.7 to 182. Get some, Andrew Vaughn.
Take that for data.
I would also like to point out, how much do you think Kyle Wallace conflates Babe Ruth in the movies to Babe Ruth, the actual baseball player?
God.
Because like John Goodman playing Babe Ruth was not physically imposing, but like that was not actually Babe Ruth.
Was he thinking of the ghost from The Sandlot?
Or the ghost in The Sandlot? Like, he has become kind of a caricature of himself, Babe Ruth, like, through no fault of his own.
I mean, great nicknames, though. Salt and the SWAT, the Great Bambino. Like, Babe Ruth was.
Isn't there a candy bar? Babe Ruth?
Yep. There certainly is, Molly.
Why are you laughing?
Baby Ruth.
It was just a great
Baby Ruth.
It was a great little contribution.
What do you want me to talk
That's
about?
what he's most known for.
Yes, I love Babe Ruth. He was born in 1890 freaking
She's honestly
5.
small.
What are we doing?
She's honestly.
I love his candy.
She's honestly Smalls from Sandlot.
Yeah.
Wait, he was a baseball player? I thought it was
Great
just a candy bar.
Bambino?
Yeah.
It's like George Foreman. Wait, he boxed? What?
I thought he just made grills.
Molly didn't know that until just now. She just
I
found
did.
out.
Wasn't he the one that? No.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Come on, say it.
Come
Say
on.
it. Come on, do it.
Say it.
Yeah.
Say it.
Isn't he who Mike Tyson bit his ear off?
Nope.
No.
No, that was the other one.
Different
Was it-
era.
was
No,
it-
there's not enough. Evander Holyfield. There's more than
Yeah.
like George Foreman is a different era. Like he was boxing at that time, but George Foreman was more of a peer of Muhammad Ali.
Doesn't George Foreman have like all of his kids are named like George, Georgina, Georgie?
I think you're
Like
right.
they're
I
all
yeah.
George versions.
There was like a thing like Roger Clemens. I think all his kids start with the letter K.
Oh, for the
Hopefully
strikes.
He has more than 3. But yeah, like when
Yeah.
you, like, yeah. But like that was like a thing people would do.
I mean,
Kardashians.
People still do it.
Do they still?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, there's still.
What's his name? The basketball player from Wisconsin played at Duke. Knipple. His whole family does it.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the kids have a K name.
All Ks.
Yeah,
That's right.
That K is very important.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Terrible name.
I wonder what his middle name is, though.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hopefully it
not
doesn't
sure.
start with a K.
Yeah. Don't initial here, please.
It just doesn't have a middle name.
I mean, yeah.
Blank. Con Blank Knipple.
It's probably James. It's like the most common middle name ever.
Con James Knipple. KJK.
Yeah.
George Foreman's kids are George, Georgetta, George Foreman the sixth, George Foreman the fourth, George Foreman the third.
Like, I mean, I have a ton of kids, right? We just got done saying that as I was telling you about Zoe, right? I mix up my kids' names, and my husband does it worse.
But this way you don't have to.
Yeah. All you have to remember is George.
How do you call all your kids George, and then 3 of them come running?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I've called the kids by the dog name.
That's what my husband does too.
It's too many. Honestly,
Too many names.
still at 8, there's still a crossover of doing the same wrong thing as the dog.
That's fair. Stop beating off the floor.
Right.
Just kidding.
Yeah. Get back inside. Stop barking. Tell us about Odyssey, Matt.
Odyssey's a lot better than this conversation we're having. If you're looking for some delicious Greek flavor to add to your recipes, look no further than Odyssey Brands. They got feta, they got Greek yogurt, they got Greek yogurt-based dips. All are fantastic, and they're made by award-winning cheesemakers right here in Wisconsin. 10 gallons of Wisconsin-sourced milk goes into 1 pound of feta cheese, and you can taste that Wisconsin goodness. Delicious feta from the regular, the low-fat, the no-fat. They've got the sweet heat, which is currently my personal favorite. I throw it on pizzas, those little frozens, when I'm trying to just jazz it up and make it a little bit better. Out of this world. They have a Mediterranean herb and black pepper and a whole lot more. So if you're trying to get your Greek on, check out Odyssey Brands because they're nationwide, baby.
Oh, I think it was Missy Elephant. Get your Greek on. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Because I'm out on Kelsey.
Clipped Laporta.
I'm out on Kelsey.
You
I don't like
despise
Kelsey.
Travis Kelce.
I do.
God, if Jim
His
was
hair,
here,
his last name, everything. Yeah, he'll be like, "What? Him and Taylor Swift are great."
if Jim was here, he would just be screaming at the both of you. Right
Literally.
now.
Oh
Exactly.
my gosh, he would be losing
This
his
isn't even
mind.
a question.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
When it comes to your health, do you want to buy something online or do you want to meet with someone local? A local doctor with a family-owned business that cares about you. That's right. You want to meet with Nestor Rodriguez and Ashley Rodriguez at Carbon World Health. You have questions about cryotherapy, red light therapy, hormone replacement treatments, GLP-1s, or you just want to have a great workout. Carbon World Health is there for you. They have a new location in Sun Prairie and they have their original location in Madison. So when it comes to your health, there's nowhere better to go than Carbon World Health in Madison and now in Sun Prairie.
To those who've ever dreamt of their perfect event, those dreams are worthy and they are possible. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With hard work, passion, and great music, we will make your event dreams a reality. Every event is a labor of love with one-on-one planning, customization, and flawless execution. Bringing your event to life is what we do. For a fun, memorable event, visit celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Ever thought about hitting a golf ball in Camp Randall Stadium? Well, now is your chance. On August 1st and 2nd, you can enjoy a VIP experience while hitting tee shots from the upper deck throughout the stadium down to custom greens on the field below. Start and end your round with great music, cold beers, food, and numerous golf challenges. Event is open to all ages, but hurry because tee times will go fast. Go to upperdeckgolf.com to book a tee time today. That's upperdeckgolf.com.
Since J&K Security Solutions opened in 1987, our attention to detail and customer service have been our strongest assets. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. We'll always do our best to find the most efficient and cost-effective solution to every job we tackle. Whether it's security for your home or business, installing video surveillance, or being able to control your garage doors from your phone, we can help you feel empowered with simple and user-friendly technology. Let's work together to secure your home or business. jksecurity.com.
Hey, it's Molly Brown from Jim, Matt, and Molly. I've been drinking Zoa Energy for a while now, and I absolutely love it. Zoa is my go-to beverage when I need a boost without the crash that comes with other energy drinks. It's packed with natural ingredients like vitamin B and C, electrolytes, and has 0 sugar. It fuels my workouts and busy days. I recently had twins, and I have a toddler, so I need all of the energy I can get. Head over to ZoaEnergy.com to find the location nearest to you to pick up some Zoa for yourself. Zoa Energy for balance and drive.
The search for luxury begins at Audi Madison. Save $5,500 when you purchase or lease a new 2025 Audi Q7 55. National customer credit is good toward the purchase, finance, or lease of a new Audi, but is only available until July 30th. Why drive something ordinary when you can drive something extraordinary? Stop in and test drive today. Check out AudiMadison.com to see current inventory and specials. Start your adventure at Audi Madison today, off the Beltline and Rimrock Road.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
Gear up for Quick Trip's Mountain Dew Quick Climb. Now through August 17th. Play free daily in the Quick Rewards app and earn bonus plays with every eligible purchase. Grab one with hot food. That's 2 bonus plays. Each week, the cash prize climbs by $5,000, all the way to a $250,000 grand prize. So open the app and get climbing. Your summer, your climb, your win. No purchase necessary. Open to U.S. residents residing in Illinois, Iowa, Minnesota, Michigan, South Dakota, North Dakota, or Wisconsin. Ends August 17th. Bonus plays require qualifying purchase. See full rules at quicktrip.com/sweepstakes.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
Hey, shady baby, I'm hot like the prodigal son. Big up Bartolini, meeny, money, mo, and flower, you're the chosen one.
Jim, Matt, Molly continues live from the Everlight Solar Studio. I'm Jim Rutledge alongside Molly Brown, Matt Hamilton, Primetime Orshon behind the glass. You get into the show 844-770-3776. We asked the question, our siding limited poll question. What's a more accurate statement? The Brewers are the best team in baseball or the hottest team in baseball? 80% of you say the hottest team in baseball. Both can be true. We'll have to wait, honestly, to the end of the year to figure out if they are the best team in baseball. We're going to get to throwing stones in a second here, but you can chime in on that 844-770-3776. That's the Cardinals Talking text line. This is more. All right, let's get to it.
1, 2, 3,
Some takes are cooler than others.
You know this kid is as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Some opinions are just cooler than the rest.
Now what's cooler than being cool? Ice cold.
And if you keep it chill, then it's a cold take.
Chill out. I'm chill. I'm chill as a cucumber, man.
I'm always the coldest.
This is Throwing Stones, presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's chillest Kia dealership.
Yeah, guys, so I found a stone for us to talk about today because this actually surfaced yesterday, and I saw this list out from First Take, and I thought it was so ridiculous I didn't even want to bring it to the show. I thought Jim would yell at me for being a stupid Packers fan. But
after Kyle's statement, we're
which
good
is
about
why I'm trying.
Nothing
Babe
could be
Ruth
more stupid.
being
True.
a lesser baseball player than Andrew Vaughn.
Mike Tannenbaum noted Jordan Love lover might have had a crazier take because yesterday on First Take, he said that Jordan Love is his best quarterback in the entire NFC. So there's ranking top 5 quarterbacks. It's Jordan Love, Jaden Daniels, Jared Goff, Jalen Hurts, Baker Mayfield, in that order for quarterbacks in the NFC. Guys, let's hear a little bit of Mike Tannenbaum's explanation for why he has him this high.
Go.
If we got to go play a game right now today, he's the guy that's going to be under center for me. He has the most ability, and to me, he has the most upside. So we're going to win for today, and we're going to keep developing for tomorrow. And if you just take away, look, he had 11 interceptions a year ago. You take away 3 or 4 of those throws, which were made because he has supreme confidence.
Oh,
the
my
way
God.
He has more ability and talent than anybody else. Who would you put above him?
Everybody else on the list.
Everybody else on the list.
So Stephen A. and Ryan Clark obviously bewildered with Mike Tannenbaum's list. Jim, I'm going to let you go on this one.
Well, I want to start with this part of it. Is he contradicts himself immediately. If you're going to win, if you need to win a game tomorrow, Jordan Love is not top 5 on the list. Jared Goff is the number 1 guy in the NFC North, and he might go
in the North. Yeah.
Yes, Jalen Hurts or others in front of him.
Jaden Daniels.
If you want to go with most talented, you got to go Jaden Daniels. Like Jaden Daniels showed more in year 1, fresh out of college, than Jordan Love has shown, and he took his team farther. So both those statements are idiotic and insane. Just say you like Jordan Love. And that question prompted in our text line, and it was a little bit picking on Matt, but not necessarily, because I followed back up of like, where do you consider Jordan Love? If you consider him as a third-year player, then you could talk about how much more growth he might have to go. If you have him closer to a 6-year player, he might be more fully cooked. And he doesn't mean he's going to be, not going to have room to get better, but if you're asking me between Jaden Daniels, C.J. Stroud, or Jordan Love, which one is going to have a higher ceiling, I'm going to go in Jaden Daniels, C.J. Stroud, Jordan Love order right there.
Well, so he was talking just NFC, though. He didn't bring C.J. Stroud into the conversation.
But I'm just saying, I'm talking about young QBs in
general.
general.
No, for sure. That argument is true.
And so, this is where I get confused of, if we're talking about Jordan Love, of what he's played the first 2 years as a starter, he is fringe, probably 6 or 7 in the NFC after 2 years, probably 6. And if you're going about, but if you want to sell me that he can climb higher, maybe, but still, that's still kind of, I'm putting it behind other players in the maybe side of it. So I think there's a lot of projection with Jordan Love, and maybe he can get there. But immediately, Jaden Daniels should have a higher projection of what he can be. In the NFC, he should be the darling right now, not Jordan Love.
Jalen Hurts has also won a Super Bowl. Yeah, the most recent quarterback to win a Super Bowl.
True.
Jared Goff has been to a Super Bowl. He's brought his team to multiple champion conference championships. Goodness gracious.
Jalen's played in 2, right?
Super Bowls, yes.
Yeah, so he's played in 2 and won 1. So
yes. Which, it's funny because I don't know if any of you guys were listening to Unsportsmanlike this morning, but they were going into why people don't treat Jalen Hurts with the respect that he should get. It's fascinating. Ryan, maybe we'll have to pull that audio for tomorrow because it was a really interesting conversation, but Jalen Hurts does not get the respect that he deserves. And Jordan, Baker Mayfield,
40 touchdowns last year.
Right. And I think we actually did this exercise just a couple weeks ago, right? Where we were picking based on that top 10 list in the NFL that came out for quarterbacks.
Yeah. 41.
We all chose Baker Mayfield over Jordan Love, and that would be the only one on this list that I would be debatable about. Jaden Daniels may be debatable because he's only had the one season, but he was great. He was great last season.
Jordan has here's the thing. In the smallest sense, I agree with Tannenbaum that Jordan Love has all the pieces, but he has yet to put them all together for an entire season. He had a good 8-game stretch at the end of his first year as a starter. Last year, he was dinged up, and really, really great quarterbacks still get it done with, a bum leg or a hurt thumb. Yeah, I need to see something from Jordan Love, an entire season of consistency and solid quarterback play where I can confidently back Tannenbaum in his take right there. Because I love hearing that. I really did. But I don't agree with it yet.
The Packers, and this is the other reason why I asked that question in our group chat, was the Packers have built their roster like they are expecting Jordan Love to step in and be the best quarterback in the NFC. And we talked about that before, which quarterback needs to do the most for the team to win the division. And maybe not for the division, but the roster for the Packers, there is a lot of youth. There is a lot of projection. There's a lot of hope that these guys are going to progress. And meanwhile, and it's partially because of the contract, Jared Goff luckily has his pay before, and the Lions been able to structure it. They have a ton of young players and a ton of talent, and it's really a matter of how much is the coach going to make a difference. But that roster is loaded. The Bears and the Vikings have been able to build their roster and load it up because they don't have to pay their quarterback. The Packers have a roster that's built like they have Aaron Rodgers, but they don't have Aaron Rodgers as of yet. So if the Packers are truly, and that's why I don't think they're a Super Bowl contender this year, for the Packers to be a Super Bowl contender, Jordan Love has to be the best quarterback in the NFC. And how confident are you that he's going to be that guy?
At worst, he's got to be the best quarterback in the NFC North.
Probably, but I think to
probably puts you in the hunt. But
I think the 49ers are going to be way better than them. They had a season of hell last year. Their number one pick was shot. Like that's how kind of that's the bad luck they had last year.
There's no reason they can't have that bad luck again.
They got some
that bad luck,
Ryan,
but the injuries.
They got some good luck already. They've got the easiest schedule since 2015 for any NFL football team.
For any NFL football team, the 49ers do?
That is something that I saw on. I think it was legit. I don't think
it was on Haterade.com.
No, the Niners have a fairly easy schedule this year.
Good.
It
makes sense.
They should cook.
If I'm a Niners fan, great.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It doesn't matter in the long run. I think that's what you're saying. But could Jordan Love? Yeah. But again, if I'm betting money on which young quarterback in the NFC is going to be better over the next few years, I'm going to go with Daniels.
Who would you put above him?
Everybody else on the list.
The reactions were priceless.
You know what is wild?
From Ryan
and we talked about this before with Jared Goff. 4-year difference between him and Jordan Love is not massive. They're still kind of contemporaries. Baker Mayfield also only 30.
That's crazy. He feels like he should be 33 at this point.
He doesn't turn 31 till next April.
Dang.
I guess I would have thought he was older when he came out from the draft.
No, he turns.
He was 2018 draft, right? He's the draft after Mahomes.
Yep.
Yeah, because that was Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, Josh Allen, Josh Rosen, Lamar Jackson.
That was one
crazy how
miss in that one.
Honestly, it's crazy that two guys have reclaimed their careers from that class too.
Well,
things can change for quarterbacks a lot.
They can.
Goes to show.
Look, I mean, as I look around, I look at Trevor Lawrence, I look at Jared Goff, I look at Tua, I look at quarterbacks or Geno Smith, Sam Darnold. As I look at Caleb Williams, can he resurrect, or get his career back on track? He had a fine rookie season, but when you have Jaden Daniels, it kind of skews things. But there are plenty of QBs who did not have a good first year when they had to start as a rookie and who have had really good NFL careers since that point.
Mm-hmm.
But just real quick on Baker Mayfield, then we'll get the break. Started off 27 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. Then he had a down year, 22 touchdowns, 21 interceptions, only completed 60% of his passes. But then 2020, 63% completion percentage.
Wait, his third year as a starter?
His third year as a starter.
Interesting.
Oh, God.
Jordan
Love's in his third year as a starter.
It was also his third year in the NFL, Matt. It was also his third year in the NFL.
Okay,
semantics,
but
Ryan.
Matt, you don't want these numbers, though. 63% completion percentage, 3,500 yards, 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions.
And they won their first playoff game in 50 years for the Browns.
But then 2021, I'm guessing he got hurt, 60%, 3,000 yards, 17 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. And then he got dumped, basically, because then he ended up on the Panthers and the Rams, comes back with the Bucs. Again, classic Jordan Love, 64% completion percentage, 4,000 yards, 28 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. You know what this guy sounds like for his entire career? Is Jordan Love. 63% completion percentage, high 20s touchdowns, 10 interceptions, high yardage. But then last year, it took a step that nobody saw coming. 71% completion percentage, 4,500 yards, 41 touchdowns to 16 interceptions. That is, if you were going to get, if Jordan Love was going to take the next step, that's the stat line you're going to get from him. It's Baker Mayfield last season.
And Jordan Love, it would help if he had I'm not saying that Baker only put those numbers up because he had the weapons, but the Packers don't have the weapons or the infrastructure to support him the way that the Buccaneers did last year in the passing game.
Honestly, the NFL comp for Jordan Love could be Baker Mayfield.
My point is that I think he would need guys like that to get there.
I agree with you. But, how would you feel about that, Matt? We'll talk about that on the other side.
Yeah.
Jim, Matt, and Molly. Go be a winner. Go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. Millions of dollars are won every single weekend at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. Go be a winner. Would you be okay if Jordan Love's NFL comp is Baker Mayfield? This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
Who would you put above him?
Everybody else on the list.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
So then they have to text the person, and she goes, "Yeah, I know." She makes them with ginger specifically. I'm like, that must be what it is. It's ginger.
Gotta be ginger.
It's ginger. Because I'm like,
hold that Benadryl. I'm fine.
Those were just ginger cloves. Those weren't nuts.
Yeah, ginger clove. That's a thing.
Yes,
that's real.
Clearly, obviously.
It's not. No such thing as a clove of ginger.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Step into nostalgia with the Miller High Life Dive Bars of the Month. Listen to Jim, Matt, and Molly every Thursday to find out where you can enjoy the best High Life specials in Madison. Plus, to celebrate our love for dive bars, we'll be giving away a case of Miller High Life to one lucky fan every Thursday. Live the high life with Jim, Matt, and Molly and enjoy the champagne of beer in its natural environment. Like Main Street Lanes, Jerry's Place, Antlers Tavern, and Argus Bar and Grill.
Hi, it's Eric from Canopy Wealth Management. Our years of experience have prepared us to guide you through your life transitions. Our local professional team brings over 90 years of collective experience in the wealth management industry for the benefit of our clients. Canopy Wealth Management. Care, competence, clarity. It's not just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started on your financial future today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
It's always a beautiful experience coming out to the ballpark. Many fans prep in the parking lot amongst our legendary tailgaters. When you're ready for new windows and doors, prep for those at the Pella Experience Center in Brookfield. See, feel, open, close, and compare dozens of window and door options from different Pella lines side by side. And if you order by July 31st, get 0% interest for up to 5 years on Blue Mountain Road or visit PellaWI.com today.
Zimbrick Honda has been a proud part of the Madison community since 1973. They're your one-stop shop for over 250 new Hondas to choose from. Whether you're looking for a sedan, SUV, or truck, their selection of new vehicles is second to none. Stop in today at their location on Fish Hatchery Road and lease a 2025 Honda Civic Sport hatchback for as low as $289 per month. Or browse the vehicle selection online at ZimbrickHonda.com. That's ZimbrickHonda.com. Shop local, shop Zimbrick Honda.
Hello, I'm John Hayes, the owner of Goodman's Jewelers. It's been my pleasure to serve this community from this incredible store for over 4 decades. We stand upon high standards and classic traditions, pillars like honesty and integrity. Stop into Goodman's Jewelers, the longest-standing full-service jewelry store in the heart of Madison at 220 State Street. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
Bruner Realty and ESPN Madison have teamed up again for the 5th annual Putts for Pups golf outing benefiting the Dane County Humane Society. Join us for a day of golf at Black Hawk Country Club on September 19th. Since it started in 2021, Putts for Pups has raised over $120,000 for the Dane County Humane Society. Donate or find out how you can get involved at putsforpups.com. Putts for Pups is proudly sponsored by Badgerland Exteriors, Alts Operations, Zimbrick Automotive, and Vortex Optics.
Play where the Badgers play and enjoy a round at University Ridge Golf Course, the official course of the University of Wisconsin. It's easy to see why University Ridge is consistently rated one of the best public courses in Wisconsin, winning awards every year since 1992. Whether it's a tournament, corporate event, or just a golf outing with family and friends, University Ridge Golf Course will make sure you have an enjoyable golf experience from start to finish. Book your tee time today at universityridge.com. That's universityridge.com.
Greg Scalzo here for Buck & Honey's. This summer, soak up the sun and savor the flavor at Buck & Honey's. Their spacious patios are the ideal spot to enjoy award-winning dishes, craft cocktails, in an unbeatable atmosphere. Perfect for a casual lunch or a night out with friends. Plus, with fresh seasonal dishes and exceptional service, they're here to make every visit special. Visit their locations in Sun Prairie, Monona, Wanakee, or Mount Horeb. Celebrate summer the right way, on the patio with great company. I'll see you at Buck & Honey's.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions.
Wrap it up, Jim, Matt, and Molly in the Everlight Solar Studio. We are presented by Coors Light. You can stream the show on the ESPN Wisconsin app and ESPN Madison's YouTube. Molly Brown, Jim Rutledge, Matt Hamilton with you. Primetime Laura Shine behind the glass. And Matt we kind of stumbled into something together, and I asked Matt this question going to break. You can chime in on it on the Carbos Talking text line, 844-770-3776. List is more. Should be all right if Jordan Love turns out to be Baker Mayfield. And his career numbers, we'll just round up, 64% completion percentage, 25,000 yards, 171 touchdowns, 90 interceptions, a QB rating of 91.2. That includes his down years. That includes his peak years. So honestly, like, you could do the old trope. You take away your best seasons, take away your worst seasons, and kind of find the middle. I think we kind of do that when you just account for all of it with Baker there. So year 3 as a starter and year 3 in the league, Baker Mayfield with the Browns completed, again, just rounding, 63% of his passes. We'll call it 3,600 yards, 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, a QB rating of 95.9. If Jordan Love gives you that this year, are you happy?
That's a tough one because part of me is not totally sure that's good enough to win the North. And like at the end of the day, on paper, yes, those stats I think are like pretty good stats. I think you'd be pretty happy with that. He got his interceptions down from the 2 previous years. Touchdowns are right there with where he was at. The yards are fine. We're kind of looking like a run-first offense anyway, so like I wouldn't be super surprised. I don't think he's going to be 4,500 yards through the air this season. But that's like these numbers, if he does something like this and they also go 9-8, 10-7, I'm going to be a little, I guess 10-7 might be okay. But if they go 9-8 again and if miss the playoffs, even if he's playing better, there's still optic test to it. Like, how are you doing in the fourth quarter when we need you? Is that when those interceptions are coming? Those 8 interceptions, are they coming on game-winning drives? So, like, I can't say for certain, but I think those numbers at the end of the season, you don't tell me what the like final overall record is. I think I'm happy with those numbers for Jordan Love.
So outside of the numbers, just how good do you think Baker Mayfield is? Like, if you're ranking him in the NFL as a quarterback right now?
Mid 10 or 11 probably.
10 or 11. So if Jordan
Maybe 12.
So if Jordan Love ends up being between the 10th and 12th best quarterback just on a given year, regardless of stats, like we know who the best quarterbacks are 10 through 12.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, would you be okay with that?
I mean, it would be making a jump from 16 to 10 to 12, so like I would be happy with that progression.
Would you sign up for Jordan Love fringe top 10 QB for the rest of his career?
Trying to think when the last time a fringe top 10 QB won a Super Bowl, and it's been a minute. So I don't know.
I think it also depends on the team around him.
Well, certainly, but for the most part, I had this argument with Jim a while back in the Rutledge and Hamilton days. You can go back 25 years of NFL Super Bowl champions. There's like 2 quarterbacks that are mid. The rest of them are like Hall of Famers.
Now, the mid ones, there's a lot of them that show up, but they're on rookie deals.
Like show up, but
yeah,
the ones that win.
Yes, are the
right.
Joe Flacco, mid, but he got paid like he was elite. He got the highest contract in the league at one point.
I was going to say, he was a top dog back in the day.
Who, Joe?
Joe Flacco.
Yeah, but you're not. I mean,
no, I know. I don't look at him and I'm like,
Baker Mayfield than he is to.
Yeah, so but like all the other ones are like Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Stafford,
right.
Pat Mahomes. Like
literal
you kind of need an elite, like a Hall of Fame
to win
caliber quarterback to win it.
Yeah,
and that's where like if we're just cool with making it, I think he could make it with those numbers.
You look at some of the rushing stats too, with a healthy Love and Baker Mayfield, they kind of average out the same type of athletic profile too, as far as running football.
It is interesting.
Now,
how did we stumble into
Jordan
this?
Love is bigger, but Baker Mayfield, he can fire it just like Jordan Love. He's got a little wildcat in him, Brett Favre in him as well.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll continue that conversation tomorrow. This has been Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
See ya.
Coors Light presents